Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. We are back and we are doing the preview for Leeds against Manchester United. And I'm not going to lie, there was a point earlier on in this week around the whole breaking of the ESL news where I thought I wouldn't even be bothered about this game. I wouldn't do a preview. I wouldn't do a reaction. I wouldn't give one damn about this game. I'd kind of just didn't know how to feel about football anymore. But since then, and what a long week it's been, what an incredible week it's been, and it's not over just yet. We've seen football fans manage to come together and implement some change, and that's still continuing. We've seen Arsenal fans protesting tonight in a week where Liverpool, Leeds, Chelsea fans have all protested against the ESL and against these owners that are trying to make it happen. And now, fans are using this momentum, using this unity, in order to try and force some more change in terms of the way football clubs are run and owned and fan power within the game. Now, it's a long shot, but while we've got this momentum, whilst we've got this unity, let's see how far we can take this. Well done to Arsenal fans today. It's believed Manchester United fans will be protesting at Old Trafford tomorrow at 3 p.m. as well. But there's also been a huge protest organised on Saturday, the 2nd of May. The Sunday, 2nd of May, which is the date of the Liverpool game. Now, it's an anonymous supporters group that have organised it. But we've heard statements from the Red Army, from MUST, and everybody else sharing the news today on social media. 50+1 protests at Old Trafford against the Glazers. All these United fans coming together. So if you can, be there. More details over on Full Time Devils or Stretford Paddock, as well as MUST, and all over the internet. If it's a United fan account, they should be covering that, and they should be giving the details. So go over to wherever you get your news from, United News, and there'll be details of the protests there. But yeah, MUST have all the details. Andy Mittens tweeted a lot, and Stretford Paddock have too. So go and check that out. But we're going to take a moment to just step back from all of that and have a look towards this game on the weekend. It's a game now that we can actually be quite excited for. Leeds against Manchester United. Now, how much we'd love to have fans in the stadiums for these games, especially when we beat them at Old Trafford. It would have been one of those classics, wouldn't it? It would have been a great atmosphere inside Old Trafford. And it'd be nice if we could have seen a trip to Elland Road with fans, but a trip to Leeds, always an interesting one, and hopefully Manchester United can confirm or go one step closer to confirming that second spot, and of course Champions League football for next season, something that we never imagined. We've been kicked out of it at one point this week. A big important game for Manchester United, and we know Leeds will be up for this. United coming to Elland Road, they're going to want to, get a result. No matter where they are in the league, no matter where they are, in the table or whatever, they're going to want to get a result. And they're not doing too badly. They're 10th as it stands. 1 point behind Arsenal. Arsenal are drawing at the minute. It's a bit brave of me going on live when an Arsenal game's going on, because everyone's over watching them lot. But if Arsenal remain this way and draw or lose, Leeds have got a chance to leapfrog them and go into 9th in the table. So a lot for them to play for in terms of building a top half finish. So it could be a very, very interesting game at Elland Road on Sunday. Now, before we go anywhere, as you can see, in the top corner is a logo for Le Bon. Now, if you didn't know Le Bon, it's a great app. You have to be over 18 to use the app. T's and C's apply, and of course, play responsibly. But it's an app where you're not betting against a bookie. You're playing with your mates. Now, so far, me, Harry, Boovy, who else is involved? Rory, Elliot Hackney have got a little group going on where we're playing. You predict the Premier League games. You predict the English games. Whoever gets the most points in the table takes home the pot. It's as simple as that. I'm sure you've kind of done similar things with fantasy football and all those kind of things with your mates, where you put a little bit in the pot and the winner takes it all. Well, this is just that, except it's based on predictions. The link's in the description below if you want to download it. Remember, you have to be 18 plus to get involved. And keep an eye on the socials, because we'll be keeping you updated on the score, and hopefully I'll be winning this weekend and kicking their butts. Anyway, let's get stuck back into this Leeds versus Manchester United preview. And thank you to all you guys in the comments. I can see Brad, Sam, Courts, Mark, Stephen, Zach, David, Sato Maya, who's saying simply Glazers out, BMW Racing, Sam, Drew, Rohan, Ryan, Johnny, Scott. Thank you very much to you guys for joining us. And if I didn't read out your comment or your name, I appreciate you guys anyway for joining us. But yeah, Leeds against Manchester United. We have had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's press conference, and he wasn't just asked about the ESL. He wasn't just asked about the protests against the ownership, which, remember, we're taking a little break from that here, but I put up a video earlier with the updates on all that stuff. And the team news before United's trip to Leeds is as follows. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is providing an update on how his squad is looking ahead of Sunday's trip to Elland Road. Remember, we've had a week off. This is the first week off we've had in God knows how long. We've been playing midweek every week for ages, all season, I think. United have been able to feel the benefit of a blank midweek for the first time this season, outside of the various international breaks, which have, of course, featured several Reds in action for their respective countries. And with exactly 1 month to go until the final day of the Premier League season, the players will be glad for a slight break before the run-in. Solskjaer has been given a boost by the return of a defender to his plans. Eric Bailly came back to training on Monday, with Ivorian once again in contention after recovering from his COVID-19 diagnosis. Solskjaer said, yes, Eric is back and has been training this week. It's been a good week. We're still managing Marcus Rashford's foot injury, which has been bothering him in recent weeks, with Ole revealing he hasn't taken part in training with the group this week. However, the boss is still hopeful that he can be involved at Elland Road on Sunday for a game against the Leeds side, whose playing style the Norwegian describes as unique. Now, for you guys watching live and the Arsenal game's on, there's currently a penalty that's being checked. There's a possible offside in the build-up. Looks like it will be a penalty if it's not offside, but they're checking for an offside in the build-up. So Marcus Rashford could be missing this game. Martial and Phil Jones are still out with knee problems. Marcus hasn't trained, he said, but I hope he'll join us tomorrow. Apart from that, of course, Anthony is injured still. He has had a couple of days of recovery and a week of preparation and training. You need that against these. They make you go to the edge physically and mentally. They have a unique style of play, and it's a game we're looking forward to. News from the Leeds camp is Liam Cooper is suspended, and Rodrigo has also been ruled out by Bielsa. The talented Brazilian forward Rafinha missed Monday night's draw with Liverpool and has yet to train since, meaning he's also a doubt for Sunday's fixture, while Forshaw has suffered a setback in his recovery from injury. But Rafinha being out could be a big, big miss for Leeds United, because in my opinion, he's one of their better players. In my opinion, he's a quality talent who can relieve the pressure on them by dribbling the ball forward, taking that ball forward, and, you know, trying to implement attacks for Leeds. He's got a good eye for a pass and a finish as well. That penalty wasn't given, by the way, so it's still 0-0. How you doing, Abhishek? Thank you for joining us. Stephen thinks United will win 4-2. He says Leeds scumbags in there. Do you think Eric will leave in the summer? Hopefully not. Hopefully not. You guys know I'm a big fan of Eric Bailly. Massive fan of Eric Bailly. I really hope he stays at Manchester United. But there's doubt there because he hasn't signed a new deal. You'd imagine United wouldn't want to let him go for free. They'd probably sell him if he didn't sign a new deal. But I want to see him stay. In my opinion, he's the best man to partner Harry Maguire at the club. I think he's a top quality defender. He's shown that this season when he's played. So it'd be really disappointing to see him leave. But he's also not been fit enough as well. He's not been fit enough at all. So we need to keep him fit. And for that reason, I can understand why there'd be a little bit of hesitancy in terms of offering the deal that he wants maybe. But if I was Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I'd try and get that deal done. I'd definitely try and get that deal done because, as I'm saying, I think he's a top quality player. So, yeah, it's a shame that it's not guaranteed that he'll stay at Manchester United. But fingers crossed. Let's hope he does. And you guys, my TV's there, hence why my eyes keep drifting above the camera. Ollie says, "Hey Adam, how long do you think Murder Maze becomes our starting number 9? Love the content, keep it up. Foot the Glazers." Shout out that as well. Yes, Mason Greenwood, what a top quality player. Fantastic young talent. One of the best young talents I've seen come through at Old Trafford, especially when you look at his finishing ability, his eye for a goal. He's also picked up a subtlety in his passing and the timing of the pass as well. If you look at Cavani's goal against Spurs, it was the timing of the ball from Mason Greenwood which helped him find, get in that yard of space and get the finish away. It was a fantastic pass by him. So not only is he able to finish, he's also now adding things to his game. I know he scored more goals last season, but I personally believe he's playing better this season in terms of his all-round ability. So delighted with the development of Mason Greenwood. Obviously, we all know he can add more goals to his game. He will add more goals to his game. It's a simple fact. So, yeah, Mason Greenwood, top quality player. In answer to your question, how long till he becomes our main number 9? 2-3 years maybe. You look. It's a big step as well. But if you look at Mbappe, age is nothing. If you get the minutes, you start scoring the goals, and I believe that season, not Mbappe levels maybe, but that season from Mason Greenwood isn't far around the corner in a year or two. He got 17 goals last season. If he gets 20 to 25 next season, which isn't a stretch, then he'd be, looking to get starts for Manchester United. David with the super chat. Feel free to get your super chats in, or we'll read those out. It says Rashford brace, McFred midfield, Greenwood to start. So let's have a look at my predicted 11. Here it is. I'll just move my face right there. That looked like, I had to move that a little bit more because it looked like the Leeds badge was just above. Like when I sit there, it looks like the Leeds badge is on my shirt, which is a little bit annoying. But nevertheless, gone out of focus as well. Bloody hell. It's not great right now, is it? There's my predicted 11. Dean Henderson in goal. Now, as I've said before, I think David De Gea should be starting these games, personally still. But I can understand why Ollie's picking. I can understand why he's picking Dean Henderson. And it looks like Dean Henderson is Premier League goalkeeper. So Dean Henderson in goal. I've gone for Wan-Bissaka, Maguire, Bailly and Shaw. Although I wouldn't be surprised to see Lindelof start. Obviously, this is just my preference. McTominay, Pogba in the midfield. Bruno ahead of them. Rashford, Greenwood and Cavani. Now, if Rashford doesn't train tomorrow and he's not fit enough to start, I think if he trains tomorrow, he starts. Simple as that. So if he's not fit enough to start, maybe you could see a McFred midfield with Pogba put on that left-hand side, and I wouldn't be against that at all. I think that'd be a very good team as well. So that's the team that I've gone with. Let us know your thoughts on the predicted 11 in the comments below, and I'll read some of those out. Yeah, I've seen a few comments about Ryan Giggs. Look, obviously he's a hero of all of ours, and the news that's come out, it's not something that I really want to be debated on a football show. You know what I mean? It's not the one, but you can't condone any of that behaviour at all. So yeah, I don't want to really dwell on news like that, but it's sad when you hear things like that about your heroes. It really is. But yeah, moving on. Do you think Ollie was just waiting for an excuse to drop Dave, like an injury or his baby being born? Sled last year, he wouldn't swap him for anyone. Feel like he's bowed to media pressure, says Aaron. Maybe, we're looking to move him on, and Ollie's looking to just find a way to be able to do that. I think it's a year too soon, but it'd be a brave decision by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. We did read out a team news earlier, Red Devil. Anthony Martial isn't ready yet for this game. I don't think he'll be ready for a few weeks yet. I will be at the protest tomorrow and next week as well. I'll be there with Stretford Paddock. So, yeah, if you want to speak, if that's your kind of thing, feel free to come down and have your voice heard. But other than that, we'll be documenting it all and presenting what the fans do. It's not about me. It's not about Stretford Paddock. It's about Manchester United fans. So yeah, we will be there. Do you think there is any chance United can win the league still, says Johnny? I think that probably went, the small chance probably went when you turned around the deficit against Aston Villa and got a victory. That was probably where the small chance went. So you never say never, but I don't think it's going to happen. Sorry, I read that out. Sato says go to both protests. Yeah, I'm going to both protests. Will the protest be live on Paddock? Probably not live. It's difficult to do live videos from outside Old Trafford, especially if the reception's shit. But maybe that's something that we could try to do. Yeah, we can try to do that. Of course. I'm not going to be right in the middle of it. But I'll be outside Old Trafford. It's not about me trying to be right on the front lines. Like, it's about Manchester United fans. I'll reiterate that. It's not about any one individual. Stephen Kilgarriff with the super chat. Thank you, mate. Says, have you heard the romantic rumour of Ronaldo for 26 mil to replace the beloved Eddie Cavani? Keep up the good work. See you all tomorrow. It wouldn't be a bad replacement for Cavani, would it? But I think that ship sailed. I can't see it happening personally. I really can't. Avram refused to apologize. Fuck the Glazers, man. Seriously, I don't want to hear their apologies anyway. It wouldn't mean nothing to me. 50 plus 1, says Calvin. Yes, 51 is coming. Is that the new hashtag? Yeah, I have to keep moving like this, don't I, Oliver? To avoid that representation, don't I? Let's move that there. That's better. Now you can tell it's not on me. Now you can tell it's not on me. Shit. I would just take out Bailey and replace with Axel, Mason centrally and Daniel James on the right, says Henry. That's interesting. Yeah, keep your comments coming in, keep your super chats coming in, like, comment, share and subscribe. Make sure you're keeping it locked to AdamMcKola TV. We'll have loads more coming your way as well. Remember, thank you to Le Bon for sponsoring us as well. 18 plus. Play responsibly. Play with your mates. You're not against the bookie. You're playing with your mates. Remember that. You put into the pot. Winner takes all. Unless you draw at the top of the league, then it's split. You know what I mean? But yeah. Make sure you're checking out Le Bon if you're over 18. Leave CR7 where he belongs, in our beloved past, says Alien. We aren't angels. How you doing? Arsenal game is boring, says Arsenal for life. Well done to Arsenal fans today. It's been crazy weird this week, having all sorts of unity between Chelsea, United, Arsenal, Liverpool, Leeds fans and that. We've been united by the bastards, and we got to keep fighting against them. Well done to Arsenal fans today for showing out. Good luck to the United fans going down tomorrow. I will be there. Stay safe. Stay distanced. Have your mask on. Next week, if you're going to the May the 2nd protest, Sunday, that's probably going to be the bigger one of the two. But I've heard of a lot of people going tomorrow as well. Remember, stay safe. Stay distanced. Put your masks on. Don't give the police any excuse. Don't, it's going to be a peaceful protest with United fans all united with one common cause. So go down there and be a part of it. I don't know about going live, Aaron. That depends on a lot of variables, but we will be down there. I expect the McTominay Masterclass versus Leeds, says we aren't angels. It'd be great to see a McTominay Masterclass. You have to play McTominay in these games, don't you? There was an interview with Sir Alex Ferguson this week, and he was talking about Scott McTominay, and he was saying when there's a big game, you see Scott McTominay on the team sheet, and he's exactly right. I can't see us going into this game and not starting Scott McTominay. Pogba will start. Obviously, if Rashford's injured, then you can push Pogba up on the left and play Fred in the midfield. But I think it will be something like that in terms of lineup. Great to see the boys get a week of rest, a week to be able to train on something. And I'm hoping with You know the whole ESL thing. Luke Shaw, Maguire, Bruno, McTominay may have been, I don't know. But, you know, all these guys getting rallied up, you know, head to head with Woodward, fighting against this Super League. I'm hoping it's galvanised them to put in a performance as well, because we've had a long time to prep for it. People were criticising Ali, saying, why hasn't he spoke out against it? The reason Tuchel, Klopp, Pep all spoke out about it is because they had midweek games. So when they have midweek games, they have press conferences. United haven't had any press conferences this week until today. By the time Ali could speak about it, it was over. So the fight isn't over yet, though. Let me tell you that. Bruno needs a rest, says David. I think he's just had one for the whole week. Oli won't go a few matches without a Fred start, says Lee Chin. Van der Beek can give Bruno a rest, says David. If Bruno is going to get rested, it's not going to be this game, is it? Considering we've just had a week out with no football. The fixtures after this are Roma on the 29th, so you got 4 days till after that. Maybe you bring Bruno off early and wrap him in cotton wool for that. Then you got Liverpool at Anfield on Sunday. But I can't see, you know, I think we've had a week now. We've got potentially... Roma's a semi-final, isn't it? Fucking hell. So we've got potentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 games definitely. 9 games if we go through to the final. And they've just had a week off. So I can see them going all out in these 9 games now. Especially in the Europa League. Maybe you're right. Maybe Bruno will get a rest. I don't know. But I can't predict it. Not after the week off. Brad says Donny should start versus Leeds to give Bruno a rest. I'd love Donny van der Beek to start. I just really can't see it. Get hitting that like button, guys. Get commenting, get sharing, get subscribing as well. Download the bomb. The link is in the description below. Remember, you have to be over 18. T's and C's apply. Play responsibly. I'll let you know my predictions for the Premier League games. I'm going up against Rory, aka the Flamingo. I'm going up against Elliot Hackney, Boovy, Harry. And my predictions are 2-0 for Liverpool against Newcastle. West Ham, Chelsea, I've gone for an old Desmond Tutu. Sheffield United, Brighton, I've gone for a 2-1 win to Brighton. Wolves, Burnley, I've gone with a 2-0 win to Wolves. Which is probably a long shot. They don't score many goals. Leeds against Manchester United, I've gone 3-1 for Manchester United. I think United are going to win. Villa, West Bromwich Albion, 2-0 to Aston Villa. And Leicester, Palace, I've gone for a 3-0 win to Leicester. Now, the Flamingos predictions, I'll let you know Rory's predictions as well for the same games rather. Where I've gone 2-0 to Liverpool, he's gone 2-1, so he expects Newcastle to score. I've gone 2-2 West Ham Chelsea, he's gone 1-1. So we've gone to the same result. Same result against Sheffield Brighton, except he's gone 2-0 and I've gone 2-1 to Brighton. Wolves Burnley, he's gone for a 1-1, I've gone for a 2-0 to Wolves. Leeds against Manchester United, the cheeky shit's gone for a Leeds win, 2-1, while I've gone for a 3-1 win for Man United. Aston Villa, West Bromwich Albion, he's gone 2-1 Villa, I've gone 2-0. And Leicester Palace, we've both gone 3-0. So that United game could be being the crucial one. You know what I mean? If we win that, I could get some big points for myself. And I am going for a 3-1 win for United, actually. I do think it'll be an open game, and that's why I think Leeds will score. If you remember the last game against them, absolute carnage now. That means we could concede a few. They could even win this game. It's going to be a difficult one, you know. Any game against a Bielsa side is. But I'm confident we can get a result, and I'm going 3-1 to Manchester United. Get your predictions in the comments below, just like Brad has. He's gone 3-0 to Man United. Get your predictions in. Hasn't Cavani had a haircut yet? You wouldn't be able to tell because he'd just have subtle trims, wouldn't he? Trimming his dead ends and all that stuff. It's time we got a hard-fought clean sheet. 2-0 versus Leeds, says Leachin. I get all excited about fantasy footy, then lose interest 3 months in because I miss a week and end up 2 banned and 8 injured. Stephen, me and you are the same, brother. Let me show you something, yeah. I'm exactly... So what happened to me, this is how it fell apart. normally I forget to sub someone out, or I forget to change my captain, or I forget I forget all that shit. So then I get no points. And this season, Martial fucked me. So he was awful at the start of the season. And then I was like, he's going to turn it around. Then he got sent off. I left him in my team. I forgot to take him out. Rashford's been injured. Like, my team is Martial still there, stinking the place out. Kane, Calvert-Lewin, Maddison, Lingard, Grealish, Rashford, Dunn, Maguire, Robertson, Patricio. Lingard was moved in later when he went to West Ham. But that was, right, I wasn't really interested. Souček has been on my bench since the start of the season, picking up 18 points a game, and no, I'm not getting them. Because I got Martial on the pitch with 0 points. That's why I quit. That's why I quit. That's why you like never heard about Fancy Premier League anymore on the channel after a few weeks. I'm sorry. Inconsistent as ever. Oh God. I used to be being inconsistent. I'm inconsistent on here as well. But I've been consistent these days, and I've been consistent. More often than not, I have a video out every day. So get supporting it, get subscribing, get liking, get commenting, get sharing, get joining, get your super chats in. I appreciate every single last one of you, man. I really do. Mohammed, I think, is going, or Mo is going for 4-3 United. F the Glazers is going for 4-2 MUFC. Ming is going for 2-1 to Manchester United. And Tesso says it's okay. And hopefully it will be okay for Manchester United tomorrow. On Sunday, rather, against Leeds, where hopefully United will be winning. I'm going 3-1. Get your predictions in the comments below. Make sure you download La Bombe. 18 plus, play responsibly, etc. Terms and conditions apply. I've been AdamMcKola. This has been the Leeds preview. I'm out of here. Remember, if you're protesting, no matter what club you support, stay safe, stay distant, wear a mask. Don't give the police an excuse. See you later.